Right, let me just connect with this reading, Aquarius, and I'll be straight back. All right, Aquarius, what I'm picking up here for your love life in March is either you're reminiscing on the past with a certain person, because we have the Six of Cups here. So this could be good memories of the past, that good relationship, the good memories, the good times here I'm feeling. Or it could actually be that your ex is returning into your life, or you're wanting to maybe see what they're up to. But I feel like your ex is might be coming back to you here if they haven't already, because in the heart of this reading we have the Page of Swords. So this is communication. It's not very heartfelt communication, but it is, I'd say, quite straightforward and direct communication here. So I'm feeling like you could get some communication from them, or you could be reaching out to them. It can be vice versa here. Um, and I think when you hear from them, or if they hear from you, it's going to cause you to be a bit, like, wow, I wasn't expecting them to come back here. And now, you're thinking what to do, because I think now you're feeling a bit, not grounded, once they do contact you, or if they haven't already. It's making you feel a bit unbalanced about, well, why are they contacting me again here? And it's really making you feel closed off and a bit, held back a bit. You're a bit like, wow, I wasn't expecting this at all. But you could have been, you know, with the moon card, you might have had a sense that there was coming back to you, but you never thought it would happen here. Or you could have been getting, messages in your dreams here, Aquarius. But it is going to make you be a bit on guard, definitely, with the Seven of Wands, because maybe you parted not on good terms, or, some it's going to be, I think you might be a bit defensive as well, them coming back, a bit on guard, a bit wary, I'm feeling. But I'm feeling like they're really wanting to reconcile with you, Aquarius, because we've got the Two of Cups here. So I'm feeling like they still feel this connection with you. They still feel that bond with you here, Aquarius. They're still emotionally attached to you in some sort of way, or this could be vice versa, but the connection is still here with the Two of Cups, and I think they want it to be a lot better than it was before, Aquarius, because you've got the Ten of Cups here. So this is true happiness, this is two people getting along on the same page, want the same things out of life, and want a true commitment here. So I think, they do really want to reconcile with you and get things on track again here, because, as before, I don't think, the timing was right, maybe, and I think they've really been missing you, Aquarius, or you could have been really missing them, because we've got the Two of Cups here and the Six of Cups. So this is, really thinking about them and, the good times, and, just really, you've had them on your mind a lot, Aquarius, I'm feeling, with the Six of Cups here. Or that could be, them. But, they're going to want a discussion with you, a serious discussion about things. They're wanting to say, really have a serious and deep discussion with you about things, and maybe what went wrong and how can you start again maybe here. But this is totally up to you. but that's what I'm picking up here. And with the Ten of Cups, this is something what is, has the potential for something to go long term, because it's a 10 here. So definitely, I do feel like they do really want to come back to you, or you could want to work things out with them, but it is going to make you feel, question things a bit, about the motives and why they want to come back here. You're going to maybe be a bit, on the defensive side with them a bit, a bit, maybe a bit, say, closed off to them, but they do really want to, reconcile with you, Aquarius. I can really feel that here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is like destiny, this is karma. So, this could be that, things happened before because it wasn't the right time and the energies wasn't right, but this time, things could really work in your favor because the energy and the vibration is right for you both, but you have the Two of Cups next to it. So I'm feeling like, if you wanted to, you could really work things out with them because the energy is right and the universe is backing you now, 110% here. And, things will turn in your favor with this connection, with this person. But that's what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. So, yeah, that's what I got for your love. And also Venus is in retrograde, so it can bring past lovers back, for you to really sort things out this time, whether it's to really get back together or just tie up some loose ends, so you can truly move on. But I do see like, there is a true getting back together again, but it's going to be totally up to you, Aquarius, So that's what I'm getting for your love life. Right, let's see what's going on for your general. Right, let me just connect with this reading and I'll be straight back. Right, Aquarius, what I've got here for you in your general is, I think this could be probably you've been getting to know a new person, or this could be your ex also, so we've got the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So wow. So these are a lot of messages, different type of messages going back and forth with someone here, or could be your ex, but I'm seeing that I think you did have a falling out with this particular person here, and it could have been an Aries, could have been a Gemini you've been involved with, fire sign, earth sign, air sign. But I think you had a falling out over something here, because we've got the Four of Cups. So I think he did fall out over something, and it was something stupid, really, and silly. And I think they've tried to reach out to you again, or you've tried to reach out to them, but you're not having any of it, or they're not having any of it. I think, maybe somebody's acting a bit childish here because the pages represent, children sometimes, or messages. So I think maybe childish messages have been going back and forth here, and nobody wants to give in to how they truly feel with the Lovers card. You don't really truly want to let them know how you feel, or that could be them with you, and it's really making you feel guilty, and it's really making you feel a lot worried, and a lot of stress and angst, because you do really like this person, and I think you love them as well, or they could really love you, Aquarius. But you know, somebody's not being open with the feelings here, and it's causing them to have a lot of stress for no reason. You know, it's pointless, really. And you know, you have thought about things here, or the other person has, and they've come to the conclusion that they do really care about you and love you here. But you know, nobody's expressing themselves here or letting the other person know how they truly feel, you know. And you know, somebody did try to reach out to someone, and you know, just say probably, you know, how are you, you know, whatever it is. But somebody wasn't having it, and now someone's feeling a bit guilty, you know, that they didn't really be truly open to the other person, and the feeling like, you know, why did I do that? You know, why was I acting childish? You know, what was the point in it, really? You know, and the judgment card is saying, you know, you need to wake up and just be truthful and honest with them, because what have you got to lose, really? You know, there's been, you know, a lot of messages back and forth here, all types of messages, you know. And you know, they tried to really reach out to you, or you really tried to reach out to them, but they wasn't having any of it. They was being stubborn, kind of ignorant, I'm feeling. And you know, somebody's feeling a bit peeved off that they wasn't open and, you know, straightforward, and they were just being stubborn for no reason, maybe because of their ego or the pride. But somebody's not very happy, you know, about how things have gone here, you know. Definitely. So somebody's going to have to come clean about how they truly feel, because you can't go on like this in stress, you know. You really do want to let them know, but your ego or your pride's, you know, not letting you, you know. So what is someone going to do here? You know, and it's saying with the Emperor card, you know, somebody needs to take control and lead the way, because it's a lot of back and forth, and you know, nothing's progressing or nothing's moving forward, because someone isn't being truthful and, you know, here and honest about, you know, how they really feel and what are the feelings for the other person, you know. And they're being kind of stubborn as well with the Emperor, you know, and being too much, got too much pride, you know, and ego here. So with the judgment card, it's saying, you know, you need to tell the truth and, you know, just wake up and just say it how it is. You know, what have you got to lose here? Or this could be the other person, because, you know, you do the magician card, you know, it's letting me know, you know, you could have something good here, you know, with this person. But it's only if you know, open up and, you know, let them know, because look at all the magic and the joy you could have here. You know, you've got, you know, the right things, you know, you think, you know, you think, Aquarius, you know, they've got everything you really need, you know, within a potential partner. You know, you're really attracted to them. They've got the right personality, you know, everything really, and they think that about you, you know. So it's just about you manifesting it, you know, into reality, and stop letting your ego take over, or it could be them, you know. But they look at you like, wow, you know, that person's got everything I really want, and you know, you're thinking that about them. So it's saying you can manifest it here, and just be open with your feelings with the Lovers card. See how these two, you know, the bearing all to each other. They're not hiding nothing. They're just being truly open to one another, and that's what the universe and the angel wants you to do. You know, just what have you got to lose here, Aquarius, right? So that's what I'm picking up for you, general Aquarius. So yeah, just be open, Aquarius, you know. Nothing wrong in showing your feelings, you know. Right, Aquarius, what we got for you here is look. the universe is confirming, look, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So it's saying, you know that they're the one for you, you know that you love them. They know that, you just, you've got that love there for each other, right? And it's saying just be open and stop, stressing yourself out and worrying yourself over nothing, because you're not being straightforward. It's not doing you any good. So this could be the one. And it says flirt, yeah. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So it's asking you to, again, flirt a bit, be a bit, open and, let them know, because it's not going to progress into anything, Aquarius. So flirt a bit here. And religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So, maybe, this person has different beliefs from you, or, is thinks differently from you, and maybe, that's maybe why you don't open up, but, it's you have been brought together for a reason, there's something behind this, definitely. And, don't let your beliefs get in the way of this connection, because it could be a really good thing. So religious factors. And let me pull you a self-care card. All right, so Aquarius, you got this one. So it says pleasure. So it says do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. So, look at this. This is the universe is saying to you, look, you could have a lot of pleasure and joy and love from this, if you just open yourself up and stop being maybe cold or a bit aloof here, because there is good energies, and you could have a lot of nice things from this. So pleasure.